how the process works in terms of
You gotta
getting
pick up my food now.
information. And we certainly shared
Do
all
you
we could
ever
last
wonder
night.
that?
But yeah, to your point,
Since I
to
know
see
these
this all
people, why do
unfold today and all
criminals
the new
like white
information we're
vans for?
learning, and then to get that picture of
And
the
then actually, I
suspect,
know
no
she
names
had a
just
white
yet,
van.
but
After that, I'm
now
like,
for there to be
yeah,
a body
but I said,
discovered
no, I'm
here in
wrong.
Torrance,
I'm
it
just
is kind of
seeing
come full
things.
circle, but
She's gonna
still
be,
a lot of unanswered questions this afternoon about a motive and who this
you don't go by
individual
your
is, his
instinct
relation to the victims,
or
if any
belief.
at all, if it is some type of hate crime or if it was targeted. So yeah, still a lot of unanswered
I need to
questions.
cut the nail, I think,
That hopefully we get the answer to
hitting the
sometime
front
soon.
of the shoe.
But certainly, if the individual in this
I know.
here is,
But it's just when I wear these shoes, these crop things,
allows people in this community to kind of be at ease and not have to worry about somebody still being out there with a weapon, possibly who could, shoot and kill other people. So
absolutely, we spoke earlier with one of our law enforcement experts, Bruce Thomas, about the fact
white
that
van.
more often than not,
When
law
we met
enforcement
these
does
folks,
exactly what
the
they
other
did
kid,
today.
the older kid,
they find the suspect. They are very good at this, using all of their resources to gather the best information. Once again, that image on the ground
next thing I know, your
of
mom
what
has
has been
a
occurring there in Torrance
when we
this
met
morning,
these
a
folks,
secondary location where
so I'm like,
the suspect has been located, a man inside of that
I'm gonna stop
vehicle.
talking for an hour.
Joining us live as well, Rob Hayes at Monterey Park City Hall, where that news conference wrapped up minutes ago. Rob.
Look at a white van.
Yeah, so many questions still remain. That news conference wrapped up. The sheriff talked to us, and they were talking about the possible suspect or person inside that van before it was confirmed that someone was in that van. But we've seen that.
Do you remember one thing
that there was a body found
when we used
inside
to be
that
together
van
a long time ago?
The question is,
and you were more cognitive?
Is it the man that is connected to the shooting
here
in Monterey
word
Park?
It sounds offensive, but sorry, baby, I woke you up again.
Talking about how they had a name
when we first,
with the person
before
seen in those photos
your dad passed away,
it was an older gentleman, an Asian man who was wearing a ski cap.
You were more cognitive.
They have a name, but they aren't releasing it. They said that
we didn't have to worry about robbing and stealing people.
And that their main priority was to get this man off the street. But again, we just watched everything unfold there in Torrance. Is that the suspect? We don't know. The news conference ended before that went down, so now we're going to wait for the latest update. We don't know when that will be, but the last news conference was a couple hours before this one, so it might be a bit, or because there is a new development, maybe they'll all come back out and talk to us. But we will be here waiting to see what happens.
Yeah, Rob, it's so true what you said. Just to kind of pull back the curtain, on stopping short of the confirmation. You have the vehicle that matches the description. You have a man who's dead in the driver's seat. All of it checks off, but until law enforcement at the very top, the sheriff says, "This is our guy. We're good for now. No more threat." You almost just have to hold off still on the "we believe" phrasing here because it all pieces together. But until they say it, we just, you never know. Along with the aspect of, was he working alone in this crime? And, speaking to law enforcement, he answered that question during the news conference about how much information they've been able to release. And, they have updated us along the way. There's been little pieces of information that went out along the way. So certainly a developing situation that they are dealing with this morning. You may not have this information, but is there any indication that they're going to come back out and speak at your location at Monterey Park City Hall?
We haven't heard anything right now. The podium is empty.
Remember when your dad was still
inside the Monterey Park City
and you didn't have to worry about criminal activity?
I imagine discussing the latest developments and what they're going to say next. But again,
everybody was
there are so many dots in this case.
The one with the toe in the middle. I take the shoes off.
We're going to wait for the officials to actually connect all those dots.
This one, I don't know if you see it, but
patience is the word that comes to mind. I know sometimes in these situations it can be difficult because we want answers as soon as possible, but patience and also trust that law enforcement is doing any and everything that they can to A, keep people safe, and B, find the suspect, which it seems they possibly did, and C, just to get those answers to us and get the accurate, correct information out to news agencies and also we'll get that information to viewers. So patience and trust, which we're leaning into that right now.
Okay, this is really interesting. Rob Hayes, thank you. Stand by. On the left side of your screen, more movement from the SWAT team members on the ground behind that Bearcat with the LA County Sheriff's Department. That armored vehicle, a second white cargo van. Earlier, we were told of one. There was one that, of course, we've been watching in which the suspect was deceased.
She was dressed up just like that person.
There are reports of two being involved.
Did you see that?
Certainly, they're not taking any chances here, and they are moving towards a second vehicle that I believe is just across the way from the parking lot of where the first white van was located.
It's just like her.
This is a new development. Guns drawn there from the backside of the Bearcat. We're watching this with limited information, simply kind of witnessing it.
No se murió el papá.
And a real concern of there potentially being a second suspect. Why would the van be in the same area? And why would it be across the way?
Right. We see kind of billowing there some flags that say sail. So it makes me wonder what is beyond this area. Is this an area where there maybe is a car lot or some type of that vehicle, certainly with a dashboard there that seems to be a bit cluttered, seems like that belongs to someone. So yeah, interesting that there's not one but two white vans that we know they were looking for initially. One person in the one white van that's off screen right now, and then still waiting to see what's in the second vehicle here. But yeah, guns drawn from the SWAT team as they cautiously approach this vehicle. Is just abandoned seemingly in this parking lot across the way from.
I don't know why I'm into Mountain Dew now.
They are moving in. This specific location is Lolita in Hawthorne, so it is a different intersection. These SWAT officers are moving in, appearing to go in from the rear. We are watching it here.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Man, so incredibly tense. At a moment when you thought that their search was over, they move in again to another vehicle. Almost as though they have some type of a lock device to get that rear door open. This vehicle, unlike the other, does have rear windows. The other van was a closed back with no windows. This vehicle, this van appears to have windows there on the top side. And the SWAT beginning here to open that door.
Oh, yeah.
They're taking a look inside.
Former Los Angeles County Sheriff Jim McDonnell still on the phone this morning. Wow, one development after another. What do you make of this secondary vehicle? The description is near identical. We've never heard that there was potentially a second white van that authorities were looking for. Offer your reaction if you can.
Okay.
It's a surprise. They approached this one, very carefully, without the same level of standoff as they had initially on the approach to the other one. So it leads me to believe that they're running down any possible leads or issues in the area that are of concern. And as we talked about before, you have one shot at a piece of evidence or potential evidence, and you want to be able to investigate that while you have it there. Because if somebody were to say after the fact that, hey, there was a similar van and it was parked right down the street, did you see it? Did you investigate it? In this case, they can say, yeah, we became aware of it, and we should to either tie it to the case or find out that it wasn't connected at all and be able to move forward.
Yeah, incredible work, and thank you for walking us through that potential approach on what SWAT was dealing with. Of course, some speculation, but it's fantastic insight. Speaking to Air 7 HD, if it's possible to get a perspective of this location to where the other van is located, as the camera pans up. Okay, so it's a good distance away. Okay, so this is more than just across the street. It's almost around the corner and down the block. That offers a good explanation for why they were telling people to clear the area earlier when we were live with Sophie Flay. She was told by deputies in the area to move back, that they had to break down and move. And this maybe kind of speaks to that broader crime scene, the perimeter that is in that general area this morning of Torrance. Again, in the South Bay, far from the distance of the original shooting in Monterey Park. Former Los Angeles County Sheriff Jim McDonnell, we often talk about the duration of these investigations. Now with these two crime scenes, Scene A in Monterey Park has got to go on for days, given the body count in the investigation.
Oh, wow.
Something like this, the fact that we have a body in that one white van, that's going to play out for hours,
Oh, God.
if not into the night as well.
Oh yeah, in all likelihood that'll go on into the night because the crime scene investigation, which is very thorough, will be done at the scene. The coroner will roll out, and the coroner will do their own separate and independent investigation at the scene, and then they remove the deceased and take them to the coroner's office where an autopsy will be scheduled and
But no, like when he was alive, it's like everything was
contribute to
cognitive.
the investigation as to what
Now that
happened.
they're so demonic.
And it's all like a piece of a puzzle, and all
Look
these
at the
pieces
baby.
fit together. But you don't want to be missing any pieces, which is why they find a van like this in the area, and we don't know if they had any additional information that it was there. It may have been spotted by one of the units in the area and reported, or it may be something that they had linked as part of the investigation.
I'll let you sleep, baby,
from somebody not
okay?
at the scene.
What's
And the
wrong with
vehicle
you,
was
okay?
located. So
What's wrong, baby?
they take whatever they can and run with it
You're my
while they have the
dog.
opportunity to be able to
Okay.
do that. And then ultimately, in the days and weeks and months ahead, put together a comprehensive overview of what actually occurred last night and today.
All right, former Los Angeles County Sheriff Jim McDonnell on the phone with us. Fantastic insight. This is Mark Cotorobles alongside Michelle Fisher here breaking into regular programming with so many updates regarding this mass shooting that has occurred here at home. The fifth mass shooting here in the U.S. this year, and the largest since last year in Uvalde, Texas. 10 victims killed, another 10 wounded, taken to multiple area hospitals, including County USC Medical Center. A lot of information that we are still waiting to learn, and on standby potentially for another news conference from Monterey City.